Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Anne, and if you enjoy videos like this, consider subscribing. So I want us to talk about regret and learning to forgive yourself. A lot of us, myself inclusive, we've made some really questionable decisions, and many of us know how to move on from these decisions. We've made decisions that we regret, we've done things that haven't been in our favor, and we move on. But some people still haven't learned how to move on, they still haven't learned how to forgive themselves. Maybe they made one life altering or series of life altering decisions that they are still paying for every day. There's some decisions that you make and you're paying for it every single day. And when you think about the moment, maybe you got into debt, or you made really bad financial decisions, or you made really bad life decisions and everything, and you're still paying for it, you're still beating yourself up. Some people are very good at beating themselves up. Or perhaps you didn't do well in school and you couldn't get your dream job and you're just so frustrated. So this video is about learning to move on from those mistakes, even if you're still paying for it, and learning to forgive yourself and treat yourself better, right? The thing is this: we all have expectations, we all have standards, we all have goals we want to achieve at some certain age. But what I've come to realize is that life happens. When we're thinking about all these goals, what we want to achieve at a certain age, we do not necessarily put in consideration other things like life, opportunities, circumstances, finances. We don't think about that. We just think, oh, by this age I should be doing this, I should be doing that, I should be living a good life. And life happens and we mess up, and the thing about messing up is that everybody mess up. Everybody, no matter how perfect the person is, no matter how rich the person is, no matter how famous the person is, everybody messes up. But you don't, because a lot of people would not announce their mess up, so you don't really know that they mess up, and you don't know that they are dealing with such a mess up. But because you're aware of your own mess up and you're still paying for it, you're constantly beating yourself up and making yourself feel little. I've had a friend, a very good friend of mine, that she's constantly, like, she is her own best critique, and I feel like some people take this a bit too far when criticizing themselves. Like, they criticize every little thing about their lives. They don't want to make mistake, they just want everything to go well and everything. But the thing is this: how would you know what you know now? What you know now, you didn't know it back then when you're making the decision, right? Does it make sense? So if the information you have now, you didn't have it 5 years ago, the only decision you could have made was with the information you had back then. If it makes sense, you can only make decisions based on what you know, based on your exposure, or what people are telling you, and different now, and hopefully you make better decisions. And the thing is this, right? I see mistakes or mess up as an opportunity to learn. I think we should stop seeing it as a huge failure, because you can learn so much from a mistake. You can actually prevent other people from making the same mistake, because you've been through that part, and you can see maybe someone going through that part, and you can give or add value to their lives by saying, I've done this, it doesn't work quite well, and you're saving other people the stress of going through that mistake. You learn from it, you grow from it. The thing is, you're never going to stop not make mistakes. You're never not going to not mess up. Even if it's business mess up or whatever, you're gonna mess up. That's life. Nobody has it perfect. Nobody's going to mess up and announce to you like, oh, I've messed. No, people that you look up to, influencer, celebrity, or people in authorities, they're not going to mess up and come to tell you, oh, they are going to declare bankruptcy. No. Or they're going to make this huge financial mistake. No. But the thing is about moving on from such. It's important to learn from a mistake or regret or whatever. You have to learn. You have to then forgive yourself for making that mistake, and you have to move on. I feel that people should be a lot more kind to themselves. You need to give yourself a break. You need to give yourself a break. There is so much expectation, there's so much pressure. Like, you could be having anxiety, panic attacks over all this expectation. You're pleasing yourself, you're pleasing someone else, you're trying to please your boss. It's a lot, you know. You should give yourself a break. You should be a lot more kinder. Like I said, you should learn, because once you learn from a mistake or I don't necessarily see it as, well, you can regret because you're still paying for it, but you're learning from it, you know. And I feel people should be more compassionate to yourself. What I would say you should take from this video is that instead of sitting down and thinking about, oh my gosh, you made this bad decision, what about congratulating yourself for improving, you know, because you're probably not the same person you were 5 years ago or 10 years ago. You've made some improvement, you've made some achievement. What about recognizing those, no matter how little those improvements are? What about recognizing those improvements and those achievements, and you need to forgive yourself and be kind to yourself? Anyway, if you've enjoyed videos like this, subscribe to this channel, and I'd like to hear your thoughts and opinion. If you're going through a process of learning and improvement, and you know, trying to learn from your mistakes, leave it in the comment section. I read everything, I reply to everybody, and do feel free to share this video on WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram. Share it to your family and friends. Let them learn, let them enjoy, let them be entertained from this video. Anyway guys, I'll see you in the next video, and do take care of yourself. Bye.